Welcome to VUK Talks, the show that speaks to education, health, entrepreneurship, and so much more.
Everybody, and welcome to another episode of VUK Talks. My name is Mboreyamtsonga Ranzunkuna, and as it is a Women's Month, I would like to reflect on everything that makes us who we are. And one of those role models for me is Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela. May her soul continue to rest in peace. However, as we celebrate Women's Month, we would like to pay homage to all those ladies in blue that make sure that we are safe and we are protected. And today we are talking to a special lady who has also pledged her life to our protection and the badge. Good day, Sis Vinolia. How are you?
I'm okay, and how are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. As it's Women's Month and you are a lady in blue, can you just give us a brief background of what it's like to be Sis Vinolia?
Oh my God, it's a lot being me, and I say that because I'm involved in a lot of things that concerns our community. I'm not just the police officer who goes to work and comes back, and that's my life. I am an author of 5 published books. I am a language practitioner running my own publishing company, and I am also involved in the community works. And I'm also a student. So being me, it's a whole lot of things. And I think it's beautiful being me. Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay, you said that you are an author.
Yes.
So what inspired you to start your own publishing company, and also how did you become an author?
Okay, as a young child, I always loved writing about my emotions and how I felt about anything that involved my day. And as time went by, I would find closure in writing about things that has made me feel maybe sad, if I can say that. And when I was in grade 12 and I had to choose a career, someone told me that you better choose a career that goes with your personality. And I took that very seriously. And as I was looking for a career to choose and for a course to choose, I found that there's a course called language practice at TUT, and I applied for that. And in my journey, during the course of being in the university, there was a competition with the Department of Arts and Culture. And that's when I started desiring to put my work, not just in my diaries, but in stories to tell to the nations. And that's where my journey started. Yes.
And how has your background in language practice helped you to write and become the author that you are?
Okay, in language practice, they don't teach you how to write a book. I must say that they don't. And one thing they focus on is how to make you know how to use language. And in me doing that, I remember when we were doing a lot of assignments and when we had to choose things that we topics on what we would like to do after university, I would always choose being a publisher. And that was coming from my interest in writing. And during that period, I was doing a lot of research on how being a publisher contains and what is needed and how to work around that. And I think it all started there, and that's where my desire for publishing was built from. Yes.
And you know, Sis Vinolia, as we talking, right, as we're having this conversation, it just reminded me that just like you, we went to school for different things and we're doing something different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, actually, it's not only you who, studied something else and you also, yeah, but what role do you think language plays in empowering, educating communities, especially rural communities like we know, Mapalabora, and community it's still struggling, although we're phasing out these struggles. What empowerment does language practice or language play play in empowering and educating us?
In language practice, there's something that we call language of power. And language of power contains using language to be in power, to be in a position of power. And I believe that language unites us as people. And because of language, we are able to unite and have a goal and have a mission and be able to communicate to reach our goals. And for me, language is one of the important things that has made me who I am. Because of language, I was able to write books. Because of language, I was able to publish books. Because of language, I was able to reach out to young people and teach them how to write. I believe that language, if you know how to use language to be in power, language is a very powerful tool to use as a person. Yes.
Having published 20 books, where do you draw your creativity, inspiration, and how do you stay consistent? Because I feel like it's a lot like, when you're doing these things,
Yeah.
and like,
Okay, on my own, I published 5 books that are in my name. And I think that question is based on the books that I publish
Yes.
for other people. And because I'm an author myself, it's easy for me to inspire other people to write and teach them how to write. And that makes my work very simple, because when someone comes to me without even having a story written down, with me talking to a person and guiding them on how to write, it's very simple for them to go back, put their story in writing, and for me to go forward with publishing their books. Yes.
Okay, I love this next question. I love it very, very much.
Okay.
Which of your books is very personal, or is the most personal to you, and why?
Ooh, my books are all special to me. They are all special. But I would say I have a special attachment with the first one, which is called Pulpits and Young People. It was written in the era of COVID-19, and it was something that kept me sane during that period. I was just stuck on the laptop and writing about sermonizing, everything that has to do with ministry itself. And I still believe that it's a tool that will still work for the kingdom of God, even when I'm no longer around, to tell people with my words on how to do it, but it will still be there to guide people on how to go about it. Yes.
COVID-19 unlocked so many potentials that
Yes,
we have.
it did. It did.
Yes, we should be thankful to COVID-19 instead of bashing it as
If
much.
we are to ignore the lives that we lost, we will be grateful.
Ne.
Yeah.
Okay, so what challenges, what gaps or challenges in the publishing industry pushed you to have your own, or to create your own platform?
It was the fact that I could not manage to publish my book with other companies. Publishers are expensive. They're expensive, and I feel like writers do not get enough credit for their work. And for me, I desired to have a platform for myself and for other people where writers will be able to put their work out there and benefit from their work, and instead of just writing things and the publishing company is receiving more money than you as an author. So my desire was to have a publishing company that even writers who are in the rural areas will be able to afford to publish their books and sell their books. Yes.
Says Vinolia, the world is changing. We are moving very fast into technology, and we are losing a lot of who we are, or authenticity, if I can put it in those words. How do you ensure that local voices and rural stories are preserved and elevated through your publishing work?
I have started a project that I call it Writing Classes 101. And I started that project because I have seen a lot of people who have stories that are untold, especially old people. They have stories that they they have not told anyone. And some of the stories are those kind of the stories where they don't want to speak about it, but they want the stories to be known after they are dead. You know, I know it's a little bit, yeah, but that was my inspiration of starting the writing classes 101, to inspire people to tell their stories. They cannot die with the stories that they desire generations to come to know. So my inspiration comes from there, to ensure that the stories are told even after they are gone.
But especially the Garingani. You remember, we don't even hear the Garingani anymore.
You know,
Garingani.
and those are the things that
those-
we must
Yes.
preserve. Yes.
And maybe like if like I really wish maybe my grandmother would also write a book on those traditional foods that we have, because
You know,
who's going to teach us that?
Yeah.
Oh, ashita xithopi xa ku xekiwa
and
njhani.
if she lives with the receipts and
You
stuff,
understand?
yes.
You go bata ku xigugu hi Heritage Day and you're like,
Don't know anything.
you know.
We'll buy lunch bar. It's fine.
What challenges have you faced as a woman in South Africa who is funded a publishing company, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, hey, being a woman in this country is, there are times where you enjoy being a woman, and there are times where it's difficult for you to win opportunities because of your
Your
gender. Yes, but for me, I don't know, maybe my confidence is too much. I am able to walk in rooms where I know that it's only men that I expected to be there, but I walk in there with confidence, believing that my skills will give me the opportunity, and my expertise in the industry will allow me the opportunity to take possession of that opportunity that is given. Yes.
Cesarlan, you just said go work in a place where men are, and you work in there with confidence, and you are a lady in blue. And Mina must say, I'm very proud to have you here as the lady in
Thank
blue.
you very much.
However, let us speak about your current role as a rural safety coordinator. What does it involve on a daily basis?
Okay, a rural safety coordinator is a police officer stationed at any police station, and our role is to create a relationship between the community and the police force. And my role is mostly effective in the rural areas, where I am able to engage the information of the crimes that are happening in our policing area with the rural traditional leaders, with any leader like church leaders, people who will be able to take the information that we give them and give to the community to assist us in fighting crimes. And also it contains me working with the young kids in the community, inspiring them, ensuring that we bring opportunities that will help them stay away from crimes in the streets. Yes.
And how has your experience as a writer and a publisher influenced your approach to crime prevention and community work?
I think when you are having a lot of stories in your head, it's easy to relate with just anyone, because you are able to come to anyone's level. And if I look at you and I think you are stubborn, I am able to come I am able to come to your standard, and we relate in your own level. And I think that has helped me to be able to engage with people, and for the fact that I don't only engage with people when I'm at work, even when I'm not at work, I'm able to give my time and my service to people. It's easy for me to work with people from different roles and different levels, and be able to encourage them and give them the information of what is happening in the community crime-wise. Yes.
And what is the biggest safety challenge that we are facing in the rural communities, and especially women and children?
It's gender-based violence. It's something that we are always preaching about, and we are always encouraging women to go out of such an environment, because we have seen that this thing starts as something that is literally as slapping you once.
Kumbe kukuholobela
Kukuholobela,
nje,
you know, and sometimes it starts with a small argument about having money to buy maize meal, you know, and the conversation escalate to a point where the worst case, someone has to lose their lives because of that. And I think that is one of the evil thing that we are facing in our community, regardless of our policing area as Namakgale police station, but all over the country, we are fighting this evil demon that is terrorizing women and children. Yes.
What advice would you like to give young women who want to write or publish or lead in our community or in their community rather?
I believe that writing is one of the powerful tools that people don't take seriously. You know, we have people who died 15 years ago, but their books are still alive. And I believe that if you are able to put your story in writing, in ink, even if your voice is silenced, you are still able to speak volumes even when you are gone. So I believe that if I can encourage 9 people out of 10 people to write their stories, we are still going to have loud voices speaking even after 100 years and telling stories that were untold or that will never be told, but in writing that we can achieve.
So says Vinolia, loco, should we want to follow you, where can we get Sis Vinolia?
I am on Facebook. My Facebook handle is Vinolia Rikhotso. I'm also on Instagram. It's the same, Vinolia Rikhotso. And yeah, I'm also on LinkedIn with the same name, Vinolia Rikhotso. I think I'm all over. Yes.
Okay. With this as we close, what legacy do you hope to leave through your books, your work, publishing company, and your community work?
I want to leave a legacy of serving people. I believe that serving is not just in a church environment. Serving in the workplace, in my workplace, we are serving the community. But I don't want to be remembered just as a police officer who served because I had a firearm to protect the community. But I want to be remembered as a person who saved the community even outside the workplace, a person who served the community even in ministry, a person who served the community in a project that involved community development. And that is the legacy that I want to be remembered with, that I served my community wholeheartedly. Yes.
Says Vinolia, loco, Air America. They would say thank you for your service. But Mina, I'd like to say thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here, and as it's Women's Month, thank you so much for just reminding us of the significance and importance of just unleashing who we are as women. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
And there you have it. Today's words were serving. It's service, it's writing, it's publishing. You are your own thing. With that being said, as you serve and as we are women who continuously serve in different ways, remember that you are more than powerful. Have a good day.
God.